Gen Z is sick and tired of all the BS and crap right now. Gen Z is tapping out of society. Gen Z is just done and feeling hopeless and giving up and feeling like there's no better future ahead and just throwing in the towel. All this baggage that we've been handed to, possibly by other previous generations or just the way the world is today, Gen Z is just done and over it. I've been noticing this trend on social media and especially on YouTube. Young people, really, especially young men, but also young women as well, are just not feeling it anymore. This is extremely concerning for multiple reasons. Number one, we're the young adults of society. Oldest ones in our generation are in their mid-20s. So a lot of us are entering adulthood. We're entering the real life with high anxiety, high depression, high stress, and life really has just began. Some of us are starting to have kids now. Some of us are trying to get married or, just buy a house or whatever. We are living adulthood at this point as Gen Z. And as well as this is the most vital we're going to be. Young people have the most energy. We have the most drive and ambition usually. And this generation is just not quite seeing that like previous generations have. And that is very concerning because we're so young still. And yet a lot of people just are drained of energy. They're drained of motivation to keep going on and just super depressed and in these low stages of life. Yet they're so young. And that is very, very scary. And there's genuinely so many factors that can play into our generation struggling. I think for one, just the post-COVID world, a lot of people just don't socialize anymore. The health, like processed foods and just toxins in our water and our air have affected people a lot more than we really think. Just the nuclear family not existing anymore. Finances is one of the biggest things that is affecting our society, of course, just because we're young people trying to get ahead in the financial world and we can't even afford groceries. We can't even afford having a car. We can't afford buying a house or renting or whatever it may be. Previous generations do not really acknowledge how bad just the financial world has gotten. The money is tight right now for a lot of young individuals who are trying to get started in life, and you can't because you don't have the money for it. No matter what side of the fence you're on, politics have also taken over our society and have just made everyone fight each other politically, and no one can agree on anything. Personally, I don't care. This is going to be controversial, but there's a lot of weird social movements out there that are affecting a lot of our generation and pressing these weird ideologies on our generation, and especially young men in today's society feeling like they're not important because of feminism. Men's mental health is going down the drain, especially in young men. Men are just extremely depressed, and that's something that needs to be addressed much, much more because young men are just not feeling it anymore, and that's scary for all of society. I truly believe that there's a lot of spiritual warfare going on as well, just a lot of attacks on society right now and young people, and Gen Z is the least religious generation. We have the most depression out of any generation, and of course, let's not even begin with pornography and video games and all these instant gratificational devices that are taking over our society and destroying especially young men. That's another huge thing as well. So yeah, I just wanted to bring out my thoughts and opinions. Hopefully someone can agree with me, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Please give this video a like, and I will see you in the next one.